It is Monday afternoon now. Oh, there I go. And I'm sitting in an area of my house which makes me look slightly more intellectual than some of the others. Here are my books. See, I don't know, can you see I've got numbers and colours and shapes. I'm still working. Where is it? There. I'm still working on that one. I get confused between triangles and circles sometimes. Working on it. Yeah, basically this is another area of my house. And there are books, and then there are toys. I prefer the toys. Anyway, I thought I'd do just sort of, not a funny video exactly, but just kind of a little bit more of a less intense video today about me responding to the news. Now, there is a lot of really terrible things going on in the world at this precise moment. There is breaking news coming in from Las Vegas about a situation with what I think is a sniper. I think it's really hard to keep up with what's going on, but I think there was a sniper in Vegas, and there have been deaths and injuries, and so I'm not gonna spend too much time talking about that, because that's not what this video is about. That's obviously an incredibly awful situation and not to be making jokes about, and also, you know, it is still developing, there's still news coming in. Let's see where it goes. But I did think that, you know, we try and find humour in some of the other things that are going on in the world, because if you can't laugh, you'll probably end up crying, and I don't want to do that today, because I am having a little bit of a bad week. I had some wrist surgery last week. My wrist still kills. I do have a bigger bandage than this that I can wear, because I have this ability to what I call pinball in doorways, where I kind of bounce in the frame. I don't know why I do it. It happens more when I'm tired, but I do it regularly, and I keep hurting my hand essentially. So I have been wrapping it up more, but you know, then I have to change a child's nappy or prepare a meal, and then it all gets a bit messy and bulky. So I've taken it off for now. But yeah, I've had surgery. It hurts a lot. This is about as much movement as I can do with this hand. Woo! And now it's starting to hurt again, so I'm gonna put it down. So anyway, aside from the really, really awful, terrible things that are going on, there are some other just things going on. So we're going to talk about those instead. So I've got a news website up, and okay, so I just read a headline. Oh my god, it makes me want to cry. It's just, right, so whether you're aware or not, this isn't worth a laugh, but the other bit is Puerto Rico has been one of the victims of one of the recent hurricanes. It's been really badly hit, along with other parts of the world too. Puerto Rico particularly badly, and the response to it, the disaster response to it, you know, in forms of getting aid to them in food and supplies and all that, has not been very well choreographed. And it's got to the point where, you know, Puerto Rico are crying out for help, and Donald Trump is getting cross with them for criticising any efforts by the first responders. And it's not the first responders they're criticising, it's the organisational efforts of the people behind the first responders. Not the heroes, it's the other people. Anyway, so there's been a lot of criticism about how Donald Trump has handled this whole situation, much like there is anytime he handles any situation or doesn't handle any situation. Anyway, apparently, Donald Trump has dedicated a golf trophy to Puerto Rico. Well, I know that if I get into a situation where I have lost everything that I have, including members of my own family, what I really want in a response from my leader is it's a golf trophy. You know, not a rugby trophy. You know, not the Ashes. I'm not interested in that. I want a golf trophy. That's going to make the real difference. And let me know that they're thinking of me. and that I'm a priority. So, well done, Trump. Good work. Anyway, let's see what else is going on in the world. I don't even want to read the article. It's going to make me so annoyed. I can't even. I'm just going to go elsewhere. Right, so there are some pretty shitty things happening in Spain, in Catalan, with the peaceful protests that turned violent, but only because the police were attacking the protesters, and the firemen were standing between the protesters and the police, fighting fires. I suppose they were doing what they're meant to be doing, which is good, but it's probably not quite what they thought of when they thought they were going to fight fires. They thought they were probably going to be fighting literal fires. Anyway, that's pretty awful. I don't really have much more to say to that. It's just awful. Let's go find something that we can make fun of. Oh, I know! Boris Johnson! That's always a good one. That's always amusing. Let's see. So, you can see how annoyed I get, and I'm barely scratched the surface of what's going on in the world, and I'm already like, I just want to cry. I just want to. I don't know. Anyway, so what's he up to today? So I don't know if you saw over the weekend, there was like footage released of him reciting a Rudyard Kipling poem in a temple in Myanmar, I think, and it was highly inappropriate and offensive given where he was and who he is and what he's supposed to represent. So, you know, great. And the thing is, it's like when Boris Johnson was first a London mayor, which was my first sort of knowledge of him, he seemed like a bumbling fool, but it was kind of funny. Whereas now it's actually a worrying thing because he is Foreign Secretary and he, you know, represents us on the world stage, and I don't want him to. Please don't do it anymore. Please. Oh, I just. Anyway, so it turns out Theresa May has no idea what a sort of basic salary is. Doesn't know what the average salary is, and doesn't know what she's talking about. What a shocker! Who would have thought that Theresa May, whose naughtiest thing she's ever done is run through a field of wheat. I beg to differ, Theresa May. But apparently that's the naughtiest thing she's ever done. How could she not know what's going on in her own country? How could she ever not understand? Okay. So I think basically we can see that the leaders of at least the US, the UK, and it seems Spain at this point, are not necessarily in touch with their people. Or the world at large. I'm genuinely a little bit concerned. I may joke about it because that is the only way I know how to survive a Monday morning when I read the news. But it is terrifying. What is coming to the world? What's happening? Where did this come from? Why are we allowing this to happen? And I know that I could do more myself. I know that I could make more videos about politics. I could write some articles about it and blog posts about it. I know that I can go out and protest. I've done a bit of protesting. I haven't done a lot. I could do some more campaigning. But seriously, like, it just seems to me that the more vocal we try to be, the bigger the pushback, and the the leaders of our country seem to lean. And it's like they're trying to counterbalance don't just listen to the people, listen to what everybody wants, listen to our opinions. And I don't know. if anyone can like share some really like good news, anyone got any good news they want to share? You know, if you won a trophy and didn't donate it to Puerto Rico, no. Anyway, share your good news in the comments. Share your bad news in the comments if you like. It can't be worse than what's already going on. And I'll see you next time. Bye.